on EA Sports. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears it.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here on EA Sports. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Levis to open with a pass. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Levis. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. It's a gain of 10 yards, and that will be a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And the visitors are going to take over here up near the 40.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
13 yards on that pass play. That's enough for a 1st down. From the gun, Richardson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. Give them 14 on that play, one first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll run. It's Williams. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Richardson. Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. He'll bring this up to the 22. Brian Branch in on the tackle. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Levis. That one taken in by Douglas. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Levis. He's got Douglas going deep. This pass deflected and caught. And he will score. Jalen Hyatt for the touchdown. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And his guys move out on top, 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Richardson. This one caught by Lazar. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. We are through 1. 14-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, This is Cook. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This a 48-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the visitors get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Bates' kick is good. And his guy's going to open up a 17-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. 2nd down and 8. A carry for Cook. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
He'll drop this underneath to Cook. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here's the punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll motion their tight end Johnson, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hubbard. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll go again with Hubbard. It'll be a pickup of 10, and that will be a 1st down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3-and-out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, anytime you dial up a draw, Mike, you have the defensive line and the linebackers accounted for. Who you don't have is any of the secondary defenders. It's a perfectly timed secondary safety blitz. He's able to get in the backfield and stop this play before it even had a chance to get started.
The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Richardson. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. After missing a lot of his rookie season, Anthony Richardson is in some discomfort. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Levis. That into the hands of Hubbard. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 2nd down throw here for Levis. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here we go. Levis to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game, as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. We got a solid first half out of the man from Kentucky, Will Levis. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 2nd and 7. Here's Richardson. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards for the touchdown. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the visitors are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Returning is Igbenogany. Now an opening has the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Levis. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Levis. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by J-Ron Curse.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Quick one to Smith and Jigba. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the give, it's Hubbard. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action with Levis. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Here's Levis. He's got his big target. That's Johnson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Now Hubbard. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it here with Hubbard. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10. Pickup of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Hubbard. Now a loose football. The defense has got it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. To the goal line and in. Jalen Hyatt for the score. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And his guys move out to a 24-10 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's a handoff to Brooks. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Toronto.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action. It's Richardson.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the gun, Richardson. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Levis has completed to Douglas. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Levis. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Levis. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. On the zone read, it's a give to Brooks. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. This one caught by Lazar. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Toronto first down.
They'll stick to the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
High throw, but it's reeled in. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll run here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Richardson. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Taking off, and he will score! Game on! Anthony Richardson has a touchdown. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Good. Makes the score our home team 24, visitors 17.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and quarterback Will Levis ready for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Levis. That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On 2nd down, Levis. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So now this team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Richardson. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start.
Offense.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think that
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On play action, here's Levis. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Putting the tight end in motion. A run with Hubbard. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 3rd down, here's Hubbard. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. This team's offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll drop to throw. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. It is 2nd and a yard. He finds Judy on that one. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Here's 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And this defense will take over here following the interception.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. We'll stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.